All right. With that said, this is a man that's talking with Uncle Tim and Big Keison, aka the bearded gentleman, aka it's jangling baby, aka Raymond Reddington. And that right there is Uncle Tim, aka Tim 2.0, aka Tim 2.0 review.
I'm falling asleep with all these damn AKAs. By the time you finish with your AKAs, that'll be the mom morning.
Whatever.
Peanut butter and honey sandwich.
Man, you know I can't afford no honey. It's just peanut butter and jelly.
Man, you can go outside and get some honey, man. It's real talk.
I can just have my wife come over and kiss it. Get all the honey I need.
Oh, damn, that was savvy. Oh, man, come on.
Wasn't
you
it?
Way better than that.
Boy, she in the back cheese and shit. He loved me. He loved me. I know. But with that said, speaking of wives and husbands, Offset and Cardi B. Guess who's getting a divorce, y'all?
Well, before we even go there, this is not the first time that, she actually filed for a divorce. The first time was, I think, like in 2018 when they separated for a while and he fought to get her back and say he was going to change and all of that stuff. And he did change. He had different strippers. He didn't use the same set of strippers. And hold on, I'm going to do this real quick and I'm going to say this. Again, this is not me disrespecting anybody's situation or anything like that or downplaying because this can happen to any of us. But I'm going to say this. When you go into a situation knowing what a person is it that person's fault that you see what they are? If you've seen it going in, I wouldn't do it too fast. But I would file for that divorce real quick. They tried to say that, honestly, he had another baby on the way. Mm-hmm. And she said her people looked into it and found out that it wasn't true. What she want to do is she don't want to put him on child support or anything like that. She said she want joint parenting and all of that stuff. But I'm going to say this. Why he got the money, get the child support. Because after a while, this guy ain't gonna have no money. They walk around with $100,000 in cash, looking like a bunch of damn idiots. Producers only stay hot for a while.
Okay. So that's your take on it, Uncle Tim?
No, I think your WAP couldn't keep that damn man. I think you made a song about getting the getting. Now all of a sudden you losing your man and people looking like, okay, I thought you had the best stuff out there. Holly Berry,
Ooh, that's where you want to go with?
Keison, you go too far.
Okay.
You cracking on Holly.
All right, let me go ahead and stretch for this one. So, we gonna talk about the WAP. Let me tell you something. As a grown ass man, the WAP ain't got nothing to do with their marriage. It's people. Okay. It's people that got bad sex lives that's still married. It's people that got great sex lives and they ain't married. Okay, there's nothing wrong with talking about how good you feel you are. Again, what y'all didn't get is this is a married woman at the time saying, "Hey, look, I got good stuff." But guess what? She wasn't giving it out to everybody. She was taking it home to her husband. Her husband who she shared a child with. Now, a lot of guys are going in, well, if your WAP was good, he wouldn't have left. Let me tell you something. Have you ever had a great steak, Uncle Tim?
Mm-hmm.
Do you go to that steakhouse every day?
No.
Why?
Can't afford it.
But it's a good steak. It's the best steak you ever had.
It's a great steak, but I can't afford to go there every day.
Okay, Uncle Tim, what if you could afford it? Would you go to that steakhouse every day?
No.
Why?
Because you get tired of it.
But it's the best steak you ever had.
That's my whole point.
Well, so you telling me you would rather go get a cheap steak that's different than the best steak you ever had.
No, what I'm trying to say is I love to try different places. You can't eat at the same place over and over. Getting a porterhouse steak. Now, see, I had to get something totally different one day. You get, each day got to be something different. Otherwise, you'll lose taste for this place.
And that's what I think a lot of people's missing. It can be the best steak or WAP you've ever had in your life. But you got to bring more than just that to the relationship. And from everything that we talking about is that this brother had an infidelity problem. He had an infidelity problem while he was courting her. He had it while they were married, and she took him back. And he had an infidelity problem again. Here's the other thing that I think nobody is highlighting is when you lose something, you wanted more. But once he got her back, so when he cheated the first time, and she said, "Well, I'm divorcing you. I'm done with this." He wanted her back because he couldn't have her. Once he got her back, everything was back to normal. Everything. What are you talking? What y'all talking about? I can get her anytime. That's my wife. Whatever. You attract what you are. So she talked all this stuff. I'm not going about the WAP. I'm talking about all the time she said she done robbed dudes and, drugged them and all that. That's just called karma. She fooled all y'all about the WAP, but y'all missed the part that this woman is a millionaire. She ain't cooking no damn meals, no matter who she with. She ain't cleaning no goddamn mansion, no matter who she with. She got housekeepers and chefs. Or she postmating it. Y'all, she ain't cooking no meals. Look at her. She look like she can cook. She don't even look like she can cook.
Now, I'm going to stop and I'm going to think, because I sat here for a second and I closed my eyes and I thought about it. Now, I'm going to say this. I have to come here with, my biggest take on this is, okay, you coming at this from an angle of saying that you got the best stuff. Now, all of a sudden, your marriage is ended. Now, that sends a signal out there to people out there saying, maybe you should stop bragging. Now, again, like you said, and you said this yourself, you said, well, you can have the greatest stuff, but you need more than just that to make a marriage. She wasn't the person to change that. You can't change that. He has to want to change that. You can't get him to stop cheating if you went in knowing he was cheating. If he knew he wanted to be with you, that shit'll stop. If he wanted to stay with you, he will make an effort to stop. But again, when you worth this type of money, you got one of the hottest women in the business. But again, it's only one woman, and you can have so many others. You see that there's a court case with her now where she threatened some strippers where she thought he was cheating at the strip club. I'm just like, wow. Dude, you're doing way too much. If this man got you doing all that, you got to hunt him down. You got to look for him. Let him go. His star ain't gonna last forever. It's just not. Don't here today, gone tomorrow. Again, they got a little shelf life. They don't really do anything with the song. Hello, and this is they rapping, and you like, wait, hold on. You just did in a couple of songs and made $1 million. Come on.
Look, Uncle Tim, I gotta say, I gotta throw this a disclaimer out there. They said black men don't cheat, and I want y'all to know that black men still don't cheat. This brother is part of the Migos, so we are going to give that brother to the Mexican delegation. Black men still don't cheat.
Okay, Dave Chappelle.
I'm gonna put that out there because he part of the Migos, so black men still don't cheat.
You know what? I'm gonna say every damn. There's a lot of people out here that cheat. And I'm gonna be honest. There's a lot of men out here that cheat. There's a lot of
black men though, Uncle Tim. Black boys cheat, but black men don't.
You know what? I know a lot of black men who cheat, and they ain't boys.
They just some grown boys. Black men don't cheat. We are batting 1,000 right now. Uncle Tim, don't mess up our average.
You know what? I won't say that. You know, I don't know where you going with this angle, bro. Because I'm looking at this thing with her, man, and you gotta be honest, man. It's what it is. A lot of people make it seem like it's just sex. They make it seem like again, Nick Cannon said it better than anybody that I could ever imagine said it. He said at the time he was dating Christina Milian after he did that song Love Don't Cost a Thing or something like that. Something like that. He did a movie with her. Mm-hmm. And at that point in time, and I'm gonna say this, he was with her and things were going right and they were this good couple. But he said there were so many women throwing themselves at him that he couldn't really enjoy the relationship. And I see his point. You have a choice between so many different people. And again, at the time, Nick Cannon was ratchet. He was dating Amber Rose, Mariah Carey. They kind of ratchet a little bit,
Well, I think this, Uncle Tim. Everybody has people throwing themselves at everybody. Every person, if you really sat down and thought about it, somebody's throwing themselves at you. But
right.
The difference of when you get married and you make that commitment to somebody is that you're committing to not accepting those overtures. It's not going to say people going to stop throwing themselves at you. But when you make a concerted effort and act on that effort, because again, that effort can be stopped. Somebody can come and be like, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Nah, change my mind. Go on, get away from me. Again, that ends that all right there. He didn't want that to end. Because guess what? He hanging out with 2 other single dudes, right? The rest of the Migos, again, we have given them to the Mexican delegation. But he hanging out with them. They not married. They out there. They getting a ton of women. Well, he's like, well.
Well, you know what? None of them are single.
If you ain't married, you single.
That's how we addressing this now?
Look, let me say this, Uncle Tim. It don't cost nothing to leave a relationship. It's going to cost you to leave a marriage.
And what she's asking for, she's not really asking them for anything. She's not asking for nothing. And my whole point is when somebody want out and they ain't asking you for nothing, they want out.
Yep. Because the same way it was for same way Will Smith sat there and took that whole shellacking and everybody kept trying to read into lines. Well, he must have did something, even though we were sitting there listening to what this woman actually did. People were more reading into about what they thought he did.
Well,
we know what this man did. And she said, you know what? I just want out of this, man. I don't have time for this. I thought you was somebody who was going to be there and we were going to grow, and we not. So guess what? I'm done. And when a person's done, I know we don't talk about Voldemort, but what Voldemort said in one of his old songs is, when a woman's fed up, it ain't nothing you can do about it. And that's what Voldemort said.
I don't even know if we talking about just a woman's fed up. When anybody's fed up.
Well, I'm going with the song, Uncle Tim.
Because, I'm sitting here thinking about if you want to go there with it, and as far as with her, and I'm going to just be honest, she's going about it the right way. She's going about it about not asking for him, not asking for anything. That way she can get out quicker. But, if I was him, I'd be straight up like, wait, hold on. You don't want nothing. See, my thing is, was she messing around too?
See, I can't. I'm not going. I see people always because she wants to be gone. To me, doesn't mean that she's messing around. To me, it's saying, look, I gave this a try. I forgave this man in public, which means I took that public bashing for staying with this man. And this guy embarrassed me twice. I'm done. I'm out. And when you out, you out. When a woman's usually done, she's done. A man, he might be wishy-washy, to a certain point. But when he's done, he's done. She's done. She took that public shaming, told him what the ultimatum was, and he thought she was playing. I guarantee you they not going to get back together.
I guarantee you this. It don't be something that he think about. Because see, like I said again, you hot right now. You always don't think you hot. You got all this jewelry on, all these crazy chains. Again, her money, her paper is racking up. And you sitting there playing, messing with strippers, still looking like you still out here thugging. Take that shit off your face. Grow up. It's time to grow up. You got all that nonsense all over your face. You got dollar signs, midgets, and every damn thing else on your face. Take it all off. It's time to grow up.
Uncle Tim, it's hard to grow up with a face tattoo. It's hard for people to take you serious, Uncle Tim. I don't know.
Now, you know,
you can't go work at the bank with a face tattoo, Uncle Tim.
Now, you know, you got a mouthful of diamonds. It's kind of different. I ain't mad at you. I don't know what to say about a mouthful of diamonds. A mouthful of diamonds is a mouthful of diamonds. You came in it with a mouthful of diamonds. I can't get mad at you. I want half his teeth.
Man, look here. You married this fool. Man, cut your losses. I think she's going to take a book. She's going to take a page from the Book of Sierra. Is that you tried to do thug love, it didn't work. Now go find you somebody who's there for you. Yeah, they gonna call the guy corny. They're gonna call him whatever, this and that. Don't go looking for I need a big name celebrity. Go find somebody that's adoring you and you adoring them.
You know, that's what I'm saying. A lot, you know, I understand it's off-putting and a lot of people don't get it. But sometimes when your ego and your celebrity is so big, you can't get somebody of the same caliber. Sometimes you got to get a nobody.
Or just go get somebody in a different field. I'm not saying Russell Wilson and Sierra like he was a nobody. He's actually the bigger name.
You know what? Well, you know where I'm going with that. I ain't going there. But, you know, now that you brung that up, I'm going to say this, and you brung it up, and you brung this up. Why is she trying to turn him into Tom Brady? What's with the suits and the ponytails and all of this? And what was wrong with him at first?
Uncle Tim, are you the same man you was 10 years ago?
No.
You probably ain't the same man you was 10 minutes ago.
I agree with that.
Sometimes as you growing and expanding and getting more exposure, you like different things. I didn't know that I like sushi until I had sushi.
You didn't know you liked sushi?
Until I had sushi.
You're a grown man.
Right. But when I had sushi over 20-some years ago, I'm like, yo, I dig it.
Just don't buy sushi from a gas station, man. You be okay.
Why would I? So, with that said, as you are growing, you don't know that you like wearing suits until you start wearing suits. You don't know you like this designer. You don't know you like doing these particular things. I didn't know I like apple picking until I went apple picking.
He wore suits, don't get me wrong. He wore suits.
Yeah, but he wasn't dressed like a grown-ass man. He was dressed like a man, but not a grown-ass man. And the difference of what I'm saying, for those of you who saw Tenet, I'm going to quote Tenet, when Michael Caine looked at John David Washington and said, you dress well, but Brooks Brothers won't do in this world.
What that mean?
If you ain't coming custom, brother, then you ain't wearing nothing.
Oh.
Bespoke. And if y'all don't know what the definition of bespoke is, go look it up.
Yeah, half of us can't spell bespoke. We don't even know what you're saying. Speak English, my brother.
Bespoke. That's all I gotta say. Custom, brother. Everything you should do should be custom. And in the words of Chris Spencer, I was watching the show Chris Spencer was on. He said, I think he's like in his 50s or 60s. He said, I'm supposed to have stuff like this. So you know what? I looked around, looked at my stuff. I looked at my wife and said, I'm supposed to have a wife that looks like this. You know, my wife looks amazing. You know. Yeah, I said it. She does. Now, let's finish up this WAP because we done went around the goddamn world and we are all the way away from Cardi B and Offset. So let me say my last little bit about this. That woman needs to go get her somebody that's going to dig her for her. Now, try to get who's hot. not try to just deal with somebody to deal with somebody. She got to go get you somebody who adores you, baby girl. And when you find somebody who do that, whether they make the money or not, don't marry somebody over assets. You tried that, it didn't work. Marry somebody over characteristics, not assets. I said what I said. Uncle Tim, anything to add?
What I'm gonna add to this is it lasted longer than it lasted longer than I thought it was. You secretly married him in 2017. It was a secret then. It's no secret now that it ain't working because it wasn't working then when you married him. You said you wanted to feel a certain kind of way because you went into it. You had these feelings for him, and you wanted to keep him. Men cheat, and you took him back and said that. But with that being said, if he out there and keep cheating, who's that helping?
Mm-hmm.
It's killing you inside and out. You're being humiliated. Yeah.
Hey, that's Uncle Tim with the last word. He said what he said. Do you, babe?